All right, with Jake Koch on the pregame in 3, 2, 1. And welcome back to Fresno Grizzlies baseball. Fresno and Albuquerque get set to meet in Game 3 of this 4-game series. And time to time, I like to talk to people that do a lot of work that involves on the field, but it's really done behind the scenes. And with the video coordinator of the Fresno Grizzlies, Jake Koch. And Jake, I know you're a Bay Area guy, but how did you get involved with the Astros hiring you?
So basically, I graduated last summer and, did the old-fashioned way of writing letters and calling every front office. And, Pete Patillo with the Astros allowed me to get an interview and just got lucky enough to get the job. So, and fortunate enough, it's, not too far away from home. So, just got that opportunity. I'm glad I got it.
Yeah, I was going to ask if, with the Astros now being in Fresno, if that helped a little bit, because I know you're from San Jose.
Yeah, you see all the minor league teams and how far away they are from the Bay Area for the most part, and heck, it just worked out perfect. I couldn't, pick a better spot.
All right, so video coordinator, specifically with the hitting, the pitching, what aspect are you involved?
All of it. It depends what these guys want. I'm basically just a technology middleman that helps out these coaches and players and fix or, just kind of work on whatever they need to work on as the season goes.
So we see you in the video room before the game, and I guess you're breaking down what the previous games, and you sit in there with let's just say the hitter. So you over a hitter in general. What are you discussing with that hitter?
Everyone varies. Everyone has their own kind of, things to work on. But mostly we'll get in there and I'll bring one of the coaches in and we'll work on keeping the front side closed or, tracking the ball the whole way and seeing if, the hitter's keeping his head on the ball. And just simple things that everyone has. You just kind of break it down in slow motion with the coaches and try to implement it into the game as the next series goes.
So I'm taking it, if you're in there with Leon Roberts, the hitting coach, it's Leon noticing that, but do you ever chime in?
I would love to. I know I have to kind of respect my place as an intern, and I definitely have the opinion. So if they ask me, I will definitely, throw my 2 cents in there. But I'm just, the one that does all the technical stuff. But yeah, I would love to though.
All right, so that's your function. So what time you get to work every day?
Probably for like a 7:05 night game, I get in around 1:30 in the afternoon. Start setting up and asking the coaches what they need for the day, just so when they have something they want done at, say, 3 o'clock, they walk in and everything's already laid out for them so they don't have to waste any extra time. And, it just keeps the team moving. It doesn't hold anybody up. So
how often is it that Tony DeFrancesco, the manager, comes in?
Tony comes in every day to check in, see who's came in, see who's working on stuff, and just to get an update every day on what the team's looking like from, my side of the job.
So involved with the filming now, obviously, all aspects of baseball. I know you went to college in Cincinnati at Xavier. I know you grew up in San Jose. Did you play baseball along the way?
I did, yeah. I played in high school in Fremont, California at Irvington. And then I realized, my talents weren't going to take me any further, so I wanted to jump on the other side of the game. And video is the best way, in my opinion, to get into the game. And it's been a great experience. I couldn't ask for more.
We're with Jake Koch, video coordinator of the Fresno Grizzlies. So, all right, so that's your routine really during the pregame. And it's sometimes common for a player to check video during the game, but you're not downstairs during the game.
No, I'm not. I'm actually up in the press box, and I have my kind of setup going on up there with my computer and our system that we call TrackMan.
So during the game, you say TrackMan. So what are you looking at specifically during the game?
So basically, I have a computer hooked up to this black box behind home, and it's called TrackMan, and that tracks everything from velocity to spin rates to movement to where the pitch was actually located in the strike zone. And so I chart the game back there and go through every pitch and just mark the result, and then later on I'll take that information and I'll sync it up with a video that I do and send that into Houston for the front office to use however they please.
And you mentioned Houston, and it's great to be connected, certainly with an affiliated team. I know you worked last year in independent ball, and certainly that's great too. But obviously, when you have an affiliate, you get to meet the Jeff Lunows and the Quentin McCrackens and the Paul Rungis and all the Rovers. And much like the players, I'm guessing you have Major League aspirations?
Yes, yeah, it's been great. The Astros have been very, very welcoming, and I've been able to talk to everyone in the organization, from Mr. Crane all the way down to our to our other video guys, and it's just been a great organization. And hopefully one day I'd like to be able to play a key part as a GM or head of player development. But I got to put in my time first.
And you certainly have done that here, and you look at all the offense the Grizzlies have had, most runs in the PCL, and little of the people that come out and see the team know that all the work that goes on behind it and all the hours. And Jake, I'll certainly attest to you put in that time. Appreciate it, and as I say to all players, hope to see you at the higher level soon.
Thank you very much, Doug.
All right, Jake Koch, the video coordinator of the Fresno Grizzlies, our guest. Back in more in a moment.